friends, I have a terrific recipe for you today. It's my Jamaican oxtail stew. I have a lot of ingredients, but I'm telling you, when it comes together, it is a terrific dish. I will have all of your ingredients listed below as always. And if you ask me, I have to say this is the best recipe on the internet. But that's just me being biased to myself. Anyway, you guys, no worries. Everything will be listed below. So here are all the ingredients I have chopped up. I have also chopped up a small habanero. You guys, is in here, but if you don't like spice or don't want to do a whole lot of spice, then you want to maybe not chop up your habanero or not leave it into your stew very long. But anyway, let's get started with seasoning. So I have mixed all of the dry seasonings together in a bowl, which I showed you earlier, and now I've sprinkled half of them over the oxtails that I have washed in some vinegar, and I've also cut off all of the excess fat that was on some of these oxtails. So anyway, I'm adding in some browning. I'll be adding in a little bit of the wet jerk spice. I'll be adding in a little bit of olive oil as well. And then I'm going to add back in, stir this around a little bit, then I'm gonna add in all of the vegetables. I'm gonna add in the remaining, oh, that was some soy sauce, you guys. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you about the soy sauce, or Maggi seasoning is what I'm using. So if you don't wanna use Maggi's, you can use soy. To me, they taste pretty darn close to the same thing. Anyway, I added a little bit of ketchup in there too. And so I'm gonna mix all this together, and then I'm gonna add the vegetables, and I'm gonna mix all that together. So, here we go. So I've mixed in all of the vegetables, including the habanero that I cut up as well. And it was a small one, you guys. It wasn't very big. And so I'm just gonna use my hand to make sure to massage all of the seasonings in. I'm gonna add the second half of the seasoning. And I don't too much care for the color. I don't think it's dark enough, so I'm gonna add a little bit more browning to it. And like I said, if you don't have browning, you can always burn the sugar, and that will give you the same effect as browning does as far as the rich color that it's going to give to the meat, and adds a little bit of spice to, a little bit of seasoning to it as well. But anyway, there's the remaining part of the seasoning and a little bit more browning, like I was saying, and I'm going to mix that by hand as well. I'm going to cover this in saran wrap. Now the whole key of this is I want this meat to sit in all of those spices and everything overnight. So I am marinating it and marinating the vegetables. The vegetables are also helping marinate the meat. So anyway, into the fridge it goes. You guys will not have to wait overnight. You got minutes. So anyway, right here is where you will put in the sugar and burn it until it's like a really dark black looking color. And it will be very smoky if you're not familiar with it. Maybe the next time I make the oxtails, I'll show you how to do burnt sugar. But anyways, I am actually gonna fry this until I get a nice rich color on my meat. I want to sear it on all the sides. It will not be cooked until done. It's just searing the meat and putting and building flavor is what it's gonna be doing, because it's gonna be frying in this oil. And because I'm loading all of it down at one time and not doing a little bit at a time, I'm going to have to stir a couple of times and put a lid on it to help move it on along until I get that dark, rich, molasses looking color on my meat, and it looks like it's been seared on all the sides. And I will show you that in a few seconds. So anyway, you guys, if you have not given your girl a thumbs up, you need to do that right now, because she is fixing a really awesome dish for you guys. So go ahead and hit that button. It costs you nothing. Okay, you guys, here's this dark color I was telling you the meat was gonna look like. It doesn't look like it looked when I put it in there, huh? Does it? Anyway, the oxtails are looking lovely. It's time for me to add in all of the seasoning. Now remember, I put in a habanero because I don't have Scotch bonnet. But Scotch bonnet is usually traditional. I'm adding in all my vegetables, and all of these vegetables are gonna cook down, you guys. You can add in some chicken stock, not some chicken stock, some beef stock, my bad, some beef stock, or you can do chicken stock too, it doesn't matter. Both of them really will enhance the flavor. I actually didn't have any, so I did a little bit of beef bouillon and just some plain old water. Now I'm adding in some additional seasoning, some granulated garlic. I'm adding in a little bit of granulated onion. I'm adding in some all-purpose seasoning. I'll be adding in some ketchup. You gotta have the ketchup, you guys. This is definitely a traditional dish. And then I will be adding in also, as this cooks down a little bit, I'm gonna add in a little bit of brown sugar, and that's to mellow out the acidity from the tomatoes that's in here, the tomato and the tomato sauce and ketchup. Both of them can actually play on some people's tummies, so I do just put a little bit of cinnamon, or I'll do sugar to counteract that. So anyways, you guys, look at it. It is coming along great. I'm adding a little bit of butter is going in, and I will probably be adding, no, I'm just gonna let this simmer a little bit longer. So it's 3 to 4 hours. So that has simmered all the way down, as you guys can see. So now I'm adding in the butter beans, you guys. This is actually done. I'm gonna give it 15 more minutes to finish. I actually like the thickening of my sauce already. I do not want to do a slurry, but I did put instructions on there to do a slurry if you want a thick gravy. I am okay with my braising and the thickness that the butter beans gave my oxtails. And you guys, these are done. You waited not 1 hour, 2 hours, you guys did some minutes just watching me make it on this video, and it is so tender, and there's so many vegetables in there, and I'm just loving it because I can just eat it like it is without the rice, which is what I was going for. So anyways, I will have your plate for you. I want to thank you for watching my video. Hey, leave me some comments and let me know how you feel about this video. And here you go, here's your plate. I have some rice and peas for you guys, and I do have a recipe for you guys. I'll put the link below. And I have the cabbage, and I have some fried plantains. You guys, this is a delicious dish, a great traditional Jamaican dish. You guys need to try it. And as always, I like to tell you, thank you for watching, and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe so that you can get all of my new videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.